Alright, in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to build an easy castle in Fortnite Save the World. Except a few things that you have to know before we actually start is you're going to have to be able to craft wall level 3s, which would be any of these. Now, I have wood, brick, and metal up here. However, I do recommend building this out of brick because it looks the best. And you will need about 5,000 of that material, more or less. I would recommend maybe a little bit more just to be safe, but for the most part, if you have 5,000, you should be able to make this base just fine. Alright, so we want to start off by building a... Oh, let me build in brick, actually. You're going to want to start off by building a 3x3 around the place that you want to build the castle. So just 3 walls, each corner. This is going to be a symmetrical base, just like that. Each side is going to have 3 walls. Go to the left one of each side and make an archway like this. If you don't know the edit style, it's like this. The block in the middle from the 3, you're going to want to make the same one, but in the opposite direction. And like this, they're going to kind of like interconnect right here. Now, you're going to want to do the same thing for every single side, just like this. All 4 corners. That way it looks the best. Now, I have seen people try and do this with an archway, which kind of looks like this, and they kind of do something like this. However, I think it looks kind of weird, and I don't rock with that. Instead, I think it looks a lot better doing it like this, and it's more convenient because you can use your storm shield, and it's just so much easier to do it this way, and it looks better. Alright, then after that, for the 3rd wall on each side, I like to make a window. That's just because there's really nothing that you can do on this side. It just looks nicer this way. The base is going to look a little bit weird at first, just know that. But once you level it up to the level 3 one, which is the one over here that I pointed to earlier in the video, it's going to look a million times better, trust me. For the next step, just to make it a bit easier, I'm going to do it down here. Make the formation of an eye, which is 2 windows like this. And then for each wall on the 2nd floor, place this wall. Just like that. And it should look like this. The archway, window, double windows all on top. Then for the next part, I like to kind of build 2 floors just like this. It doesn't really matter where you put it. And when you get to the 2nd floor, I build almost all the way around the 2nd floor. I do leave a hole in the middle, and I'll explain that later. But around here, you want to focus on these edges. So you build kind of like this, and you make these little edge pieces. Now you're going to want to do this on every single corner. So you build a wall to the left, to the right, and diagonally. And then you make this 3 block formation, and you cut it so it's only 1/4 of the size. And just like this, you'll kind of get like a little bit like of a, kind of like a porch, I guess you would call it. I don't really know what to call it, but it kind of gives that nice feel of a castle. So you want to do this for every single corner, just like this. So for the next part, I like to put a wall here. I do a door on the left side and a window on the right side. So it would be like kind of like this formation. It looks kind of like a T, if you remember it that way, or like a mirror flipped J. So you want to do this, except you want to do it for every single wall right here. So you have it like this. Open the door. And you go all the way around until you get back to the first one that you placed. Then for these little corners places right here, I like to have the double window wall again. Just kind of put it like that. Let's go back to these. Do it again. Like I said, this is going to be an asymmetrical base, so it's going to look the same from every perspective. It's going to look exactly the same. That's just also to make it easier, and it looks nicer when it's not all sloppy and all over the place. Now, it should look kind of like this. So door, window, and then double walls, and then little like porch thing right here. From here, you're going to want to build a cone right here. So you jump, put a cone, jump, put a cone, I missed that jump. Put another cone just like that. Afterwards, in here in the middle, in the big hole that we left, put a window right here, and we're going to do that for all these 4 walls, except we're going to make this one 2 stories tall instead of just 1 like the rest of them. So put another one over there. See if I can make this jump. Hit that one over there 1 more time, and just like that. We're also going to finish it off with another cone all the way up top. So if you want a far away glance of how it looks like, it's going to look kind of like this. this little hole, I like to put a full wall, and then you get rid of the entire first layer. Again, we're gonna do this for every single side. And it's gonna look a little bit like that. As you can see, it kind of is already starting to look like a castle, except we are now gonna put in a few finishing touches. So from here, I like to put some of these walls. So you get rid of 2/3 of the wall, so you kind of have like this little pillar looking thing. So I put this here, flip it, and you kind of just do it for all these sides over here. If it cancels, just do the same edit, it's fine. And also, I never mentioned it, but I do highly recommend using Ninja, because it just makes your life so much easier while building these castles, especially the bigger ones. From there, I'm gonna keep it like that. Now we're gonna go down, and we're gonna do the same type of edit on the bottom here, back on the first and second floor. Just do a jump. Okay, we can actually break the stairs now. We don't need them anymore. Now it's on every single side. And actually, right here, here we're gonna add a small wall. So get rid of the 2/3 of the top, and then have these corners right here. So kind of like that. Oh gosh, okay. Have these walls right here. So now your base is gonna look a little something like this. Alright, now your base is gonna look a little something like this, except I do know, I have heard from some people, they say that they prefer having these walls all the way across, so looking like this instead of the pole. I know some people like that, some people prefer that. If you're one of those people, you know, there's no shame in changing it. Go ahead, do it, it's your base. Personally, I think I do like it a little more like this, but I chose the other one just to make it a little more simple. But this is kind of like the main structure of what the base is supposed to look like, and kind of give it like a faraway glimpse here before I show you the final result. This is what the main base is supposed to look like. And now I'm gonna cut to the final product of me upgrading it. For me, it'll be a few minutes. For you guys, it'll be right now. Alright, so this is what it looks like leveled up. I believe I leveled up every single wall, including the top ones. Let me try and get a higher view up from up here. Kind of show you like a little bit of what it looks like from over here. Let's go inside. I like that. Just kind of like little empty rooms. Now, this is technically the final product. However, if you want to, you could add more of these like little porch things on the side. I did occasionally add some more just to kind of have like that extra detail. Personally, I don't like doing that. I think it's a little too much. Maybe like, I don't know. You guys can definitely play around with it, change it up a little bit, maybe make it bigger, add some more details, take some stuff away from it. That's up for you to decide, but for the most part, this is kind of like how I picture it to look like. And, well, yeah, it's very usable. You know, you can access your storm shield, your storage, your permissions, blah, blah, blah. It works. You can add traps to it. However, this is more of an aesthetic build more than anything. It's not the best thing when it comes to, you know, defending and doing endurances and stuff. But, you know, if you want to make a nice aesthetic build, this is definitely something that you can have in there. If you guys want me to make any more tutorials on castles or any other kind of aesthetic build, I have another one over there. And, yeah, let me know if you guys want to see another video tutorial, and I'll be sure to reply. Alrighty then, don't forget to subscribe, and yeah, bye.